Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cubs Line Podcast. I'm Ryan Dunleavy,
And I'm Ron Zunski.
and today the Cubs swept the Diamondbacks 8-4. Matthew Boyd with a great outing, Mo Baller with the home run to the opposite field, Michael Bush with a bases clearing triple. Great overall team win. Yesterday was a pitcher's duel. Cubs won 2-0. Shota Imanaga with a great start. Ian Happ with a double, homer, and triple. Went 3 for 3 yesterday. I mean, Ryan, what were your overall thoughts on this series? I thought it was just a complete team series. The offense was firing, the defense was great, the pitching was amazing. Just a great overall series.
Yeah, I mean, you had a couple games where you had to grind out some wins, like Friday, and then 2-0 yesterday. But to kind of win 8-4 today, get the bats going. Bushy with a nice triple. He's starting to get back in his groove a little bit. So yeah, another sweep. Boys are rolling right now. 15 of the last 18. I think that's now 11 straight at Wrigley. I mean, who would have thought we'd be here after the start they had?
Yeah, I know. We were just talking about that. I mean, it's such a weak schedule to start. I believe Nationals, Angels, a couple other weak teams, and now they're playing some great ball against some of these solid West Coast teams. I mean, the D-backs are always tough. They just beat the Padres in the series. They played the Dodgers tough. Just I love what I'm seeing from this team. Third best record in the MLB, leading the NL Central. Just great overall team efforts. And so my first point before we get into the recaps, Daniel Palencia is back from the 15-day IL. We kind of touched on it Friday that about his rehab start. He didn't pitch today, but great to have Palencia back. Yaxel Rios got sent down to AAA Iowa. He pitched, I believe, 1.2 innings with the Cubs, so not much. Love to have Danny P back, and great addition to this bullpen. As they were kind of struggling, and now you get your closer back. It's great for this team in general in the bullpen.
Yeah, I agree. That's really big because, you're really beating up in the bullpen right now and to start slowly getting your guys back, especially how hot you are right now, like that's pretty big.
Yeah, so Ryan, I'm gonna hand it over to you for yesterday's recap of their 2-0 win.
Yeah, so Cubs win this one 2-0. This moved them to 21-12, clinched the series victory over the Diamondbacks. Top of the first, Marte strikes out swinging, Perdomo lines out, Corbin Carroll singles, and then Corbin Carroll gets to second on a wild pitch by Shota, and then Vargas grounds out to end the inning. Bottom of the first, Cubs go down 1-2-3. Top of the second, D-backs go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, Ian Happ leads off the inning with a homer to right field, 399. Good to see Happ starting to really hit the ball because he was struggling early and he's starting to figure it out too, kind of like a lot of other guys. But yeah, so he goes deep to lead off the inning. Seiya flies out, PCA strikes out, Dansby reaches on an infield single, and then Matt Shaw strikes out. Top of the third, the D-backs go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the third, Miggy walks to lead off the inning. Bushy doubles, so second and third. Mo Baller lines out. Breggy flies out. Hap intentionally walked, and then Seiya flies out to end the inning. So Strand second and third, nobody out. Top of the fourth, Perdomo with a leadoff single, but that's all that comes from that inning. Bottom of the fourth, Cubs go down 1-2-3. Top of the fifth, Arenado leads off with a single, and then Fernandez flies out. McCann strikes out. Barosa flies out. Bottom of the fifth inning, Cubs go down 1-2-3. Top of the sixth, Diamondbacks go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the sixth, Happer with a one out double. Seiya flies out. PCA walks, and then Dansby grounds out to end the inning. Top of the seventh, Vargas grounds out. Gurriel doubles with one out. Arenado grounds out. Fernandez walks, and then McCann grounds out to end that inning. Bottom of the seventh inning, Shaw pops out. Miggy strikes out. Bushy walks, and then Mo Baller strikes out. Top of the eighth, Barosa pops out. Marte strikes out. Perdomo grounds out. Bottom of the eighth, Breggy strikes out. Ian or Happer triples, and then Seiya hits a sac fly. So do a little job there. Seiya sometimes struggles to do that. So Cubs go up 2-0, get some insurance, and then top of the ninth inning, Ben Brown comes in. Um, or sorry, Ben Brown stays in, and Carroll grounds out, Vargas grounds out, and Gurriel grounds out. So pretty quick recap there. Cubs win this game 2-0. Another game kind of like Friday where they just grind this one out. Nice little shutout here. So what were your thoughts on this one?
Oh yeah, we're watching the NHL playoffs as we're filming the show. Minnesota Wild goal, 4-3.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, Tarasenko one hand tuck there,
That
but
was
I
nasty.
mean The pitching was amazing. I loved what I saw from Shota Imanaga. He's been so great and so fun to watch. A lot of Shota Imanaga haters after last season, but he's just been so good and so enjoyable to pitch. And
And remember what I said before the season?
you did, yep.
I said he's gonna have a sub 2 ERA, and he's gonna be the Cubs ace. And sub 2 ERA still got to get there, but I mean he's balling right now.
Yeah, and then how about Ben Brown? I mean, 2 inning,
Yeah.
6 up, 6 down, 6 out save, and after the year he had last year and how bad he was, and Cubs fans wanted him DFA, like this year from the bullpen, he's been unreal. 1.82 ERA from Ben Brown. He's pitched in close games, he's pitched in blowouts, he's done it all, and just the improvement from last year to this year, Ben Brown has been unreal. So just Ben Brown, Shota Imanaga both great, and Ian Happ, what a game. I mean, single short of the cycle. I believe he was intentionally walked. Maybe they don't walk him there. He gets that single, gets the cycle. That would have been pretty cool. But I mean, just Ian Happ, great. The pitching was unreal, and I loved what I saw from Ben Brown.
Yeah, I agree. And then some quick pitching recap here. Shota Imanaga, a great one. He goes 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He threw 87 pitches, 56 for strikes. His ERA now sits at a 2.40. And then Ben Brown with the two inning save. He goes 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He throws 24 pitches, 15 of them for strikes, and now he's at a 1.82. So he's at a sub 2 ERA. Yeah, again, like you were talking about Ben Brown, like as much as everybody hates on him, like he's really stepped up and pitched really well. And I think, I don't think that's going to slow down either.
Neither do I. I think he'd be a big piece within this bullpen. I mean, I feel like Council can really start trusting on him just from what he's done early in this year. And I love what Ben Brown has done this year. And just adding that sinker, I believe, and another pitch in his repertoire has done wonders on him.
Yeah, so my player of the game is pretty obvious here. I'm going Shota with the long start, the long shutout. Um, any changes to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna go Ian Happ. He was 3 for 3 with 2 runs, 1 RBI, a walk, a double, a triple, and a homer.
Yeah, he had a great day. So you want to take it away for today's game to clinch the sweep?
Yeah, I'd love to. So 120, first pitch. Matthew Boyd on the bump for the Cubs. Sorry, my game cast is being very slow right now, so it's pretty annoying. Sorry about that, guys.
All right,
Eight
you got.
four win moves the Cubs to 22-12 on the year. Matt Boyd gets the win. Merrill Kelly gets the loss. This game, the wind was blowing out very hard to left field, so that played a big factor in this game. Ketel Marte struck out. Perdomo popped out. Carroll struck out in the first. Bottom of the first, Nico Horner lined out. Mo Baller with a single to center field, and then Bregman grounded into a double play. Top of the second, Inamaro Vargas popped out. Nolan Arenado hit a double into the gap. Lourdes Gurriel struck out, and then Gabby Moreno hit a no-doubt home run. This ball was hit upper bleachers, kind of by the scoreboard, 427 feet. 105 off the bat, made it 2-0. Diamondbacks, and Jose Fernandez grounded out. Bottom of the second, Happ struck out, Suzuki struck out, and then Michael Busch with a 2-out double. This ball was deflected by Perdomo. This ball was smoked, and then Barroso picked it up. Bushy, seventh double in the year. And then Carson Kelly with a single on a ground ball that was hit a 101 off the bat up the middle, made it a 2-1 game. And then PCA doubled on a ground ball to right. This ball was smoked into the gap, 111 off the bat. Kelly couldn't quite score, but runners on second and third. And then Dansby struck out. Bottom of the third, Jorge Barroso lined out. Ketel Marte lined out. Perdomo with a 2-out double and a line drive to Happ. And then Corbin Carroll grounded out. Bottom of the third, Nico Horner with an infield single on a ground ball to Perdomo. And then Mo Baller with a home run. This ball was hit to the opposite field, smoked off the bat, 389 feet, 101 miles an hour. This is Mo Baller's sixth homer on the year, made it a 3-2 game. Bregman struck out, Happer lined out, and then Seo with a line drive to left field single. This ball was hit 110, so a lot of hard contact early in the game. Bushy walked, and then Kelly grounded out. Top of the fourth, Itamaro Vargas lined out. Arenado struck out. Gurriel hit a single, and then Moreno grounded out. Bottom of the fourth, PCA lined out. Swanson lined out, and Nico grounded out. Top of the fifth, Fernandez struck out. Barossa lined out. Marte grounded out. Bottom of the fifth, Mo Baller walked, and then Bregman grounded into a fielder's choice. They got the out, or excuse me, no out on the play. So you'll take that all day. And then Happer walked, loaded the bases for Seiya. Seiya struck out, and then with one out, Michael Bush smokes a ball into the corner, scores all the runs. This was Bush's first triple on the year, made it a 6-2 ball game. Really broke this game up. I mean, how big was that hit by Michael Bush?
It was huge. I mean, for him to be struggling so much early in the year and just I mean, he's starting to really come back now and just clearing the bases with the triple. Like, I think he's really starting to get back in his groove and start to be like how he was last year and the year before.
Yeah, if you could get Michael Bush back to his form, I mean, there's gonna be no stopping this team, and that'd be it for Merrill Kelly after that Bush bases clearing triple. Ryan Thompson came into the game. Carson Kelly grounded out and PCA grounded out. Top of the sixth, Perdomo grounded out. Corbin Carroll walked, and then Vargas popped out into a double play. Nico Horner with an unreal play. Corbin Carroll just started running because he thought this ball was going to get down. Got the out at first. This was an unreal play by Nico. Bottom of the sixth, Brandon Pafat came in, walked Dansby. Nico popped out, and then Mo Baller grounded out. Breggy popped out. Top of the seventh, Phil Madden came in. Arenado grounded out. Gurriel with the single. Moreno flew out. Fernandez got hit by a pitch. Barossa walked, and then Marte struck out. Bottom of the seventh, Happer walked. Sale with a double to right field. So runners on second and third, and then Michael Bush does a job. Sack fly makes it 7-2, and then Carson Kelly with a single makes it an 8-2 game. PCA lines out. Dansby grounds out. Top of the eighth, Hobie Milner comes in. Perdomo grounds out. Carroll grounds out. Vargas with a single, and then Arenado lines out. Bottom of the eighth, Nico with a double. Mo Baller strikes out. Bregman walks, Happer with a single, and then that'd be it for Pafat. Seawald would come in, struck out Suzuki and Bush. Top of the ninth, Corbin Martin into the game. Gurriel walked, Moreno struck out, Fernandez popped out, and then Del Castro came in to hit for Barossa. Del Castro with a pinch hit, home run. This ball's hit 412 feet, 102 off the bat. This ball was smoked, made it an 8-4 game, and then Ketel Marte struck out. Cubs win this ball game. I mean, what a great way to sweep the Diamondbacks and just keep this momentum going into a big 4-game series versus the Reds.
Yeah, like I said, this is now 11 straight at home. You're playing really good ball here, and you got the Reds at home too. But just grinding out a couple games early in the series, and then you can kind of exhale with this one. The bats were on point. The pitching was there too. Like Boyd had, with a great outing, Matten with a good inning too, Milner with a good inning. Just I think this is the best win of the series. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but for my player of the game though, I'm gonna go Michael Bush, 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs, and again, like we were saying, move him down a bit in the lineup. That's what they've done, and he's starting to get back. So, what about you?
Um, yeah, so Michael Bush, he's been unreal as of late. I love what I've seen from him. He started off the year really slow. Excuse me. He was hitting 193, I believe, at one point, maybe 20
Yeah.
games into the season. He's hitting 271 in his past 15 games. He's gotten his batting average up to 218. He's starting to get a lot of extra base hits with a double in yesterday's ball game and then a triple today. He hit 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. The thing that Michael Bush does so good is he just puts the ball in play and he can get extra base hits. So if he can start doing that, that's gonna be great. And PCA, you're always gonna get solid defense from him, but if PCA really starts to hit and figuring out the striking out and the weak contact and just putting the ball into play and running it out, I mean, I think there's going to be no stopping this team if you could get the two superstars, in my opinion, in the future of this team on board.
Yeah, I agree. Like they had a lot of struggles earlier in the year, and it's funny because once the injuries popped up, I mean, they really got going, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, like you said, if they can start getting PCA and Bush back, I mean, like who knows with this team. But I'll go right into that because I have a question about about both of those guys, kind of what we just talked about. But do you think Michael Bush and PCA like they're back? Like PCA returning to first half form last year. I don't know if he's quite there yet, but the steps to that. And then like, do you think Michael Bush is getting back in his groove?
I think they are for sure. I know PCA has been a little bit slow as of late, but if he can get on base 1 to 2 times a game and steal bags like that, it's going to be something else. And then Michael Bush, I would say they're both back. You're going to get gold glove defense from them all the time, but with their bats, I think they're 100% back.
Yeah, I agree. And then going to the pitching side, seventh and eighth man, or sorry, seventh and eighth inning man for you right now, or it was obviously Theo Bar, but since he's out, who do you think is in like the circle of trust right now for Craig Council?
I think Phil Maton's been doing his job as of late. I loved what I've been seeing from him. Yep, Quinn Hughes sniped from the point. That was nasty. But Phil Maton, Ben Brown, I'd say those two have really been doing their jobs. Those are the two that really stand out for me, I would say. What about you? Hobie Milner as well. Sorry, Hobie Milner.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really Hobie Milner. And then I think Matten will also kind of find his groove too. He was struggling a little bit, came back off the IL, and he's been serviceable. And then I hope Jacob Webb can kind of find his groove too. He had a nice ninth inning. Was that what, Friday or yesterday?
I believe that was Friday. He pitched two
Yeah,
innings in the ninth.
yeah, that was a good outing from him. So hopefully they can find their groove. But I think right now the eighth inning guy. I mean, yeah, like it would even be crazy too to say like, or no, I think Ben Brown can be like your setup guy maybe while Field Bar's gone, but then Hobie Milner too. Like you've got a good amount of options.
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of options. It just depends what you're looking for. Strikeouts, I mean, soft contact. Just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, I agree. And then my last question here, staying on the topic of the pitching, is Shoto your ace right now? Because he's starting to really pitch like it.
I think Shota is your ace. I mean, 2.4 ERA. He's been so good as of late. I think there's no way he isn't your ace. Cabrera's been very good as well, but I would still go with Shota as your ace right now. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I said it before the season that he was hopefully going to become the ace, and I think he's really been pitching like it. I mean Cabrera, you could say him too, but I think right now pitching like it is Shota Imanaga. Like he had that no hit start where they ended up losing the game, but like he's been pitching really really good and kind of exceeding my expectations from this point.
He's exceeded mine by a lot. Like after the spring training and his first inning of the year, he gave up a 3-run bomb. Like he's been unreal since that, and every time he's on the mound, it seems like they're winning ball games.
Yeah, he's really returning to his what was that 2024 form?
Yes.
Or yeah, 2024. So we'll jump into the series preview here versus the Reds. It is a 4 game stint here. ESPN's loading here. All right, so it's a Monday through Thursday. It is Edward Cabrera versus Chase Petty on Monday. So that's tomorrow. It'll be a 6 versus Brady Singer, and then Thursday 120 Shota versus Rhett Lauder. So what are your keys to winning the series? I know the Reds are coming off of a sweep and you might be getting them at a good time here. Chance to extend your lead in first here in the Central. So what are your keys to winning this series?
The Reds are always going to have good starting pitching, so you got to match their starting pitching with what you have. Your starter has to be better than the other starter, if not as good as them. But I'd say, obviously, as I was saying, the starters are always going to be good. You're going to have Andrew Abbott. Chase Petty's a stud. So you're going to have to get the starters out of the game early. And then my next key is just ride on this momentum. The Reds are coming in after getting swept by a not-so-good Pirates team. Cubs are coming off a sweep. Build off that momentum, keep playing good at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, so the last time the Cubs were in a 4 game series, we were like, all right, we'll be happy with 2. They ended up sweeping. So what are your predictions here and what would you be happy with?
Predictions. I'm gonna go Cubs take 3 out of 4, and I'd be happy with 3 out of 4. Don't think you beat Andrew Abbott. I think you win every game besides that.
I agree, and I think if you're able to win tomorrow, which I think they will, and then win on Tuesday, I think definitely possibility for winning all four.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so now we'll jump to around the MLB. So, Ryan, you want to take that one away?
Yeah, I'll take it away from here. The White Sox beat the White Sox lose to the Padres 4-3. Bogarts and Griffin Canning with both great games. The Twins beat the Blue Jays 4-3. Luke Kershaw and the bullpen really clutched up in this one for the win. The Astros beat the Red Sox 3-1. Cam Smith with the go-ahead hit in extra innings. The Pirates beat the Reds 1-0. Graham Ashcraft threw a gem in this one, and the only run came in the eighth inning. 9 hits in total in this game. The Yankees beat the Orioles 11-3. Aaron Judge with a big day at the plate. The Nationals beat the Brewers 3-2. Jose Tena and Nazem Nunez with big days at the plate. The Rays beat the Giants 2-1. Jonathan Aranda with a walk-off. The Phillies beat the Marlins 7-2. The Phillies with a 6-run first inning would lead them to the win. The Dodgers beat the Cardinals 4-1. Freddie Freeman with a great game, and Justin Wroblewski shoved again. He's at a 1.25 ERA right now. The Braves beat the Rockies 11-6. Jonah Heim with a big day at the plate for the Braves. The Athletics beat the Guardians 7-1. Tyler Soderstrom and Zach Geoff with home runs in that game. The Mets beat the Angels 5-1. Mark Vientos with a great day, and Clay Holmes with a very solid start as he sits at a 1.69 ERA. The Royals beat the Mariners 4-1. Chris Bubik with a great outing in that one, and then the Tigers beat the Rangers 7-1. Kyle Higashioka with an RBI ground out, but that was the only really bright spot for the Rangers today, as the Tigers jumped on them with a 4-run seventh inning that would really take it away. So yeah, now we'll head into MLB Pickle.
First, I want to start by taking a peek here at the standings. Like the fact that the last spot in the AL is under 500. Like
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
so am I.
Like I'm
Especially with the
jealous.
division the Cubs playing right now.
It's war over here in the NL Central, and they're cruising in at the Rangers are 16 and 17, I believe, and in
Yeah,
the last spot. Like I'm jealous.
yeah, it's insane. I know it's definitely more loaded this year, I would say, for sure.
Oh yeah,
So now we'll play MLB Pickle. Let's go with Michael Bush. So we were talking about him a lot today in the episode.
like that.
Lefty from the USA. Ooh. Let's
What
go.
about throws?
I'm gonna go Colston, not in the NL Central. I'm gonna go Colston Montgomery. AL doesn't he's 24 years old, bats lefty. So lefty, I believe.
In the AL,
Yeah.
do we have the division?
No. AL West. I'm gonna go Joe Adele, see if we get the team. Joe Adele. Not in the AL West, so AL East. I'm gonna go Jonathan Aranda. Aranda. In the AL East. Um Yankees lefty.
Lefty, belly.
Yeah, I could go Belly. Not the Yankees, so let's go Red Sox, Jaron Duran. On Boston, lefty, USA.
Roman Anthony, right?
I think he's a lefty.
I
No, he's a
think
lefty righty.
it's,
Um, Pitchers, lefty. Crochet.
he's too old.
I just want to see if we could get starting pitcher, lefty.
Who's in the rotation?
I know
Porcello?
Tyler Early, I believe. Conley Early. And yeah, that is who it is.
There you go.
Conley early. I just remember him. He was a top prospect. Showed out at the end of last year. That's the only lefty I can really think of besides Crochet.
Yeah.
So now we'll hop into Immaculate Grid right in our
Oh,
wheelhouse. Cubs and Guardians.
yes, that's Jason Kipnis. That's what I got.
You stole my mind there. I was just gonna say Jason Kipnis too.
Yeah, Jason Kipnis. And then for 40 WAR career, Cubs, I went Sandberg.
Love that.
And then Red Sox, Cubs, I'm a little stumped here. Oh,
Wilson,
Schwarber.
Wilson Contreras, Kyle Schwarber, Aroldis Chapman.
Oh my God. See, yeah. I mean, that was an easy one.
Pick and choose.
Go Aroldis Chapman because that one's a little more niche.
Yeah.
A little more.
Guardians only one team. The Flino brothers connection makes it wild lead.
Oh, Shorty, yeah.
Felino
Wow.
brothers too.
5-1 run there for Minnesota.
Wow. Guardians only one team on Jake
Michael
Water.
Martinez, no.
Chase
Yeah.
Boston only one team. Masataka Yoshida. I feel like that's niche.
That is, yeah.
Yoshida. And then 40 WAR career only one team. Aaron Judge.
200 wins. Corey Kluber, did he ever get to 200?
I feel like he had to have. Kluber.
No.
Ooh. Trying to think. Like who they're like. CC Sabathia, you think he got it?
Yeah.
He did. Boston, Pedro Martinez.
Oh, yeah, good one there.
Yep. And then 40 WAR career with 200 plus wins. Nolan Ryan.
There you go.
And we are immaculate, folks. Thank you guys for tuning into today's episode. Cub Sweep. We'll be back with you guys this week. Signing off, Ryan Dunleavy.
Ron Zlinski.
See you guys next episode.